Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. We need to get rid of those lines like that. I'm not going to go any closer than that for a minute. Those have got no power, so I want to deconstruct. Actually, I want to deconstruct everything over to there. I need to just double check that that is correctly. It should be. There's no reason it won't be, because that's correctly placed onto there. So there's no reason that this one here won't be either. I will do that like that, and then I will rotate that round, and this one will go right into there. I can shift-click that bit onto there, and then I can bring my robot power design here, which for once is actually on the tracks there, which is not quite so good. And unfortunately, it doesn't actually meet up there either. So I've got to bring that down a little bit like that, and start a fresh line of it right there. It doesn't always meet up, that one. It just does sometimes. Right. There's that bit. Now, I've got no power that... Oh, it's only that one I got no power onto. Why have I got no power there, but I have got power... Oh, that had power lines over it. Now they've just been hoiked out of the way. That's fine. That's not going to make any big difference. All I want to do is I want to bring that over to here, but I don't want it to go any lower than about there, I think. All right, the other power lines that we bring in, they will be used all the way along there. So I just want to clear off this massive, great big cluster of power lines that I've got here, and that's where we want to go. Up to that point, right there. And 70. Wow, okay, there's quite a lot there. I want to bring it to that point there. Take all of those out. That's every single one of them, all the way along. Then I need to go back, all the way back over to here, and go to a standard deconstruct. And this time, I need to go through and I need to remove all of these. Like that. And then we'll be able to go back up through again and start placing down power and fresh robo-ports. So like this bit all the way up through here. We've got a line that will be used. It's just not being used right now. So we can get rid of that. Those to there. That all the way there. Like this here, this oil in here, I'm actually thinking that I'm not going to have a train extracting this one. The oil in here, this is going to be removed via robot. We will have it starting to be extracted, and it'll go straight into barrels, and no train will be involved in the removal process. That will stay just as it is right now. Okay, I'll bring that one over to there, and that's it. No more are needed. Then we come back down here to that line right there, and I go to... paste in here. I'll zoom out a little bit. Right, my only issue is that I don't have enough room to put it around there, but that's okay. I'm not going to change anything round. We just have one robo-port missing. That's going to be fine. I'm quite happy with that. Paste. Let's go back to this one again, and here, quite a big chunk of them missing. But again, it's not harming anything, so long as I'm careful when I place them down when I've got to do the whole shift-click bit. There shouldn't be any issues. Like that. There, see? Just be careful. Gently does it. Don't overdo anything. Drop you in like that, and then put this one over here, so we go right across all of those tracks, and then the rest of the way. There shouldn't be anything in the way. And that one wants to go to that point right there. That's the last one. And the great thing about this is if you look in here, right, look at all the lines we've got now with all of these robo-ports. I fastened that onto there. I love the way that the lines all sort of straighten up. And look into here. Look at the patterns that they make. I mean, I got no power down on these, so the patterns are going to be slightly different at the moment. We've got to install the power lines. But once I've done that all the way up through, then this is going to be looking absolutely fantabulous. as you would expect. That's going to go into there. I've not actually got any in the wrong spots there. So I'll do that. But what I do need to do now is I need to drop one in there. One up there. And say one there. Oh, the other thing I could do with is some speed modules in there. We'll deal with that in a bit, because I've still got 600 that I'm waiting to make. So I'll leave the speed module still for a minute. What we're doing at the moment is not adding extra speed modules in, which is another reason that I wanted to do this. Because if I can at least let those speed modules catch up, then we've then got everything in the factory running with all the different types of modules that we want in place. And then it's just kind of a question of waiting for the next lot to turn up. So how many robo-ports have I got? I've still got 1,200. I'm not going to have a shortage of robo-ports at any point from this point on, I should think. I go up there. We're going to be approaching where we had the railway. There's a whole load of railway tracks, so we might have to get a bit creative with where we drop these. It's alright going across that bit. I'm seriously considering having robots carry the coal from back here. I mean, we have got robots carrying the coal sort of in the middle of the base. So we quite possibly won't need to. And we are going to be having robots carrying oil from over here. And there's going to be a lot of oil from this patch. There's no denying that. Right, we've definitely not got sufficient power to... Yeah, right, we've got gaps on here. That bit over there is fine, but this bit here, we're going to have gaps with our power supply. So we're going to have to drop in some additional ones. I'll put one there and one there, and then I'll do the same over this side. I'll put one there like that, and there, and then I'll do that over here as well. Just put them in straight lines opposite each other, like that. And that's covered that bit. And then I can come back into here, and I can keep going with this. And I'm just about done. So there's the long-distance robo-port highway, or robo-highway, going all the way through. Just enough room as well above here. Right, that's actually cutting it pretty fine. There. Everything is in place. 2 long, beautiful robo-highways. Well, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely wonderful? The way those, like, the lines all come down through. There's some gaps in here, which are a little bit unsightly, but generally speaking, it's just absolutely glorious. And then you've got the whole train thing going on here, which is just a little bit weird. Okay. Here's that bit done. Everything is good and happy and tickety-boo and wonderful in there. And concrete is now completely filled back up again. Ideally, I'd like to have concrete over every single part of my base. Everywhere that I've got construction, I'd like to have concrete as well, because it's going to be a lot faster for me to be able to travel if I've got concrete. Unfortunately, that's not really going to be an option. Now, I don't need to worry too much about extending this out that way at the moment, although if I do, it just means that we uncover more over that side a little bit faster, which is why I am actually going to go and place that down. So I will go over to here, and we will drop in a bit of this all the way up through. I'm going to need to go and check and see just how many robots we've just gone and picked up by clearing all of those robo-ports. How many of them have we gone and cleared and moved away? Now, I've got a gap over there, and that is going to be a problem. So I'm going to need to take a few big electric poles from here, and I'm going to need to put one in there. Let's put one there. And then one down there. I could just put this whole thing with big electric poles. It has been pointed out. And people have asked why I don't do that. To be honest, it's mainly just because I've already built the thing like this. It's just easier to keep it going like it is, rather than bothering to change it all round to something new. So, mostly sheer laziness. But it is a little bit easier just to do it like this, because this is by far, like, the poles that we're using, the electric poles that we use, are by far the cheapest to produce. We've got no worries about that, whereas the others do use up a little bit. I mean, that is a poor excuse at the moment. On the grand scale of things that we've got right now, with how much we are making, how much stuff we're making up through here, that is a really poor excuse. I know it's a poor excuse, and I should really be ashamed of myself. Let's drop that in there like that. Hopefully that will then be able to bring that up and connect in. We got a new bit of an island there that we might want to do something with. Actually, we are. We're going to need to... If we're doing this over here, we're going to end up sort of having trouble with robots trying to get across this line here. And that's going to ultimately cause us problems. So that's another thing that we're going to have to look out for. Is not doing that. I like over here how this is eating back. If it could just eat back a little bit more of that, that would be absolutely wonderful. I mean, it might if I can drop down a bit more over this side. Put you in there. Put you in there. We've at least got one extra radar down that way, which will further extend out our view across the entire network. That one up to there. I just need to keep going up like this now. All the way along this bit. So that we can further expand our empire out. Oh, that's it. Okay, I've expanded my empire as far as I can. I've only got this little bit up here, really, that we're going to want to cover from this point on. Right, if I look in here... I don't think putting that in there is going to do anything, but it might. And... so then I want to go along this way. And start putting in more of these all the way along over here as far as I can. And then that is going to give us another little bit of coverage over this island. I'm wondering whether I should do another line of what he calls solar panels all the way around our current solar farm. Because we've now got nuclear, kind of don't really need to worry about the solar panels anywhere near as much as we have been. Right, because they're no longer an issue. Right, I don't need... I've got the space right here. I could go and put another line of them all the way along there, which is a huge amount of solar panels, but I'm not using the power I've got. So I'm kind of like looking at it and thinking, well, there's no point really, not at the moment. I mean... we've got other things that we need to concern ourselves with at the moment, so we will deal with these. I've got 76,000 robots flying around right now. So let's go landfill in here. I'm going to fill in that little bit, and I'm going to fill in those two little bits right there. I don't have any more water anywhere around. As far as I can see... that right there was the only water. What I do want to do is join that bit in. And go back with paste. So why was that bit open? I don't actually know why that bit was open on there. It seems a little bit peculiar as to why it was. Oh wait, no, I remember now. That's where we had this line here coming up through. That's where that went. Now, with the coal that's coming off of the line here, that's going straight into storage. I've still got 3 million, but I've got over 3 million. I've got the same with the iron ore. I've got over 3 million count on there. Oh, this is... oh, wow. Okay, that was filled in quick. Ideal. Okay, if you're going to do that, then this one can come over here, and we can plonk that lot in there. So that will all be filled in. And then I've got these lines here. Now, I was actually thinking of doing this a little bit differently. There is another type of concrete that we can make. And we've got the materials coming in now that we can do it. You've got the refined concrete. That takes standard concrete. 20 standard concrete. 100 water, 8 iron sticks, and a steel plate. And that makes the new one. So concrete takes iron ore, brick, and some water. So we take 5 bricks, and that gives us 10 concretes. Then we go to here. 20 pieces of concrete only makes 10 of these. So we start basically having what we've already got. But once we've done that, and then we need some steel, and we need some iron. So, you know, it's a little bit of a time-consuming process. Iron sticks, how much have we got of those? 4.8 thousand. That means I've got one factory up here somewhere that's making iron sticks, which we would be using for making the... that's why. We've got it right next to railway. So that's where that one is. How are we doing? 569 speed modules left to create. Does that mean... How are we doing? I've got loads of those, and I got loads of those. I got steel, I got iron. Iron and steel are the ones that I want to do next. I got 1.3 million copper, so I'm going to want to boost those up. I don't have... I've got loads of speed modules. I got 500 productivity modules, so we got no shortage of those anymore. Processing units. That's the one that I don't have. I'm short on processing units. Alright, yeah, I was going to just copy out this one here. I'm going to do a second one of those. So I'm going to remove... those two there. And then I'm going to go here. And I'm going to go factory basic. Where is it? It's there. Factory basic is going to drop down there like that. I will take that. And that. Like that. I will do that to remove that one. So those three are going to be placed into there. That was an error. Shouldn't have done that. Remove that and remove that. I didn't want that to happen at all. What I wanted was to go copy that one, and then drop that one down there. So I've got a copy of it, which means that we've got the request on here for 100 iron, and we've got that one, and then over here we're making these iron rods, because we're going to start using an awful lot of these iron rods. So I'm going to take that, and you can go there, and you can go there. So they should come along and place the rest of them. What am I doing with robots? Yeah, I've got 17 robots missing from the system at the moment, and some of those are going to be... no, there's none in there. And there's not actually any coming up through here either. But I reckon that there are robots missing over here. Except they're not actually... those ones aren't going to be missing, are they? So that's not going to be it. That's nothing that's missing. That's not missing either. And neither is that. So those aren't a problem. You aren't a problem. Down here. That one's definitely missing. No, it's not. Because that one's now connected in. That's connected into the whole system. There's an easier way to find out, isn't it? We just do this. We can then circle all the way round and see where all these robots are gone. Right. You're sat doing nothing. Which means I've got robots not coming across from here. I got one there, which means I got robots somewhere that aren't able to meet that trip. Right? Oh, are they coming down from here? No, but then they'd go over to those. Right, well, I got one sat there. He's waiting, and he could be waiting for a while by the look of it. There's nothing to be nothing to be seen in there. And then these over here, there's nothing really to be seen in there either. So we'll leave those. This down here, I don't really want anything to happen to that, because I'm going to want to extend this out. So I definitely want to leave a corridor. Well, I suppose I could open some of it up. But a lot of this, I'm going to want to be able to extract water from there. Might be best if we just ignore it. And we'll go back over this way, and we will start with our next line of concrete. The reason that I want to make another thing of concrete is because I would like the hazard concrete to stay as it is. And then I'd like to have that type of concrete being made. And you put the two side by side, and it produces like a real linear effect on it. It's much... Oh, I got a worm up here. I didn't even know I had a worm up there. Ooh. Oh, I didn't realize I had a worm up there. I've now got attacks coming in. I can't do anything about that. The only thing I can do is go into here. I can get rid of that one. I can trash my laser turrets. Like that. And then I can actually go to here like this. And I can put those laser turrets down there. So they will go and remove that. And now I've just got to wait. So what has he done? We've got... That one stayed there, but he's removed... Oh, I see. They class the radar as an attack point, but they don't class anything else as an attack point. So the radar is dangerous, but the rest of it isn't. So I'm waiting on some repair modules to come up there and do that one. What have I got 72 repair packs there. We need to build a factory that's making repair packs. We'll go and do that. We'll come back and we'll deal with concrete in a minute. This is an emergency. We've got things to deal with down here. Let's scoot up through this lot. There's my robots going crazy. We'll bring the repair packs up here somewhere. I'm gonna drop that down here somewhere. Actually, they can go right down next to that one, can't they? So here I will use the factory basic design. I'll dump that into there, and then I can go into you, and I can go to that. Oh, there. Repair pack, like that. And then I can go like that, and I can drop it into there, and that's 200, and that's 200. All right, we'll just leave that. I don't like doing that. It's just wrong. 200. All right, it's either 200 or it's not. There, 200. And I'm not going to worry about producing any more of those. So while I'm waiting for that, now I can run down this way, go whizzing down through here, and hack my way down through there as well, like that. Back down over to here. Right, that's where I want to be. And then I want to look up over here, because this is where the excitement is. This is where the action is going to be, and I got to wait for a load of construction robots to bring some things up. What have I got? I got a spare radar coming up on its way right now. And there's a radar that's already been replaced. Robot has been damaged. And see, he's taking out the radar. He's not taking anything else out. None of the rest of it is being removed. It's only that radar. I didn't realize there was a worm here. I do remember the worm now. I remember choosing to leave the worm behind. And now I'm thinking that probably wasn't my best move. I'm thinking perhaps that wasn't the smartest decision I've made this week. But never mind. Ah! There goes robots. They're putting stuff in. I've got stuff being damaged here. So I've got poles there have come up. And that one's been damaged. I will probably now have repair packs on the way now that I've had some being made. It's going to take a long time for them to get the repair packs all the way over from here. Right, we know that they've got a long way to go. And I want them to bring them all the way over here. And I also want them to bring over those lasers and dump... Any one laser will be fine. Dump it down onto here, and then everything will be tickety-boo. But one important lesson that we have learned is that we need to make a green chest with with repair packs in it, and we need to put that on the frontier. Because if we do happen to be getting an attack anywhere, repair packs make the difference between life and death for the factory. Literally, they are life and death difference for the entire factory. There we go. Those two have just slowed right down. They're going to come over to the robo-port over there. Charge up. There's one, and there's the other, and they're on the way up, which means that... Where is it? It's over here. Which means that we're about to witness battle firsthand. There he is. He's coming up, and he's mad. Don't kill my robot. And there's another one, and there he goes. He's down. Out for the count, and then the repair packs will come up there. So what I need to do is I need to have repair packs over here, and I don't have any. I got none anywhere nearby. So the next thing that I want to do is I'll do a very, very simple, put a buffer chest down like that, go into the buffer chest, logistics request, and I want repair packs in there. I want 500, no, I want 1,000 repair packs in each chest, okay? I don't care Durability 253, repair seed 2. Oh, repair speed 2. Don't care that that's a lot. That's what we want. So I'm going to copy that one right there. And then I'm going to zoom out like this. And I'm going to go all the way up here to the wall. There's that wall right there. This is the only place that we're going to actually need this. So I'm going to keep it back from the edge a little bit. I'm going to drop that one right there. And that will help. So we've got one order for a set of repair packs over there. And then over this side, I've got nothing up there at the moment. So what I'm going to do is this one. We've got a bit of open territory here. I'm going to drop that one right there in the middle. So it's sort of going to be fairly easy to spot right in the middle of that. A little bit away from the other stuff. And then I got another one over here. And this one is going to go there close to that one. So then that's going to be repair packs that can be used back and forth across that line right there. I don't need them anywhere else at the moment. You can't have attacks come in over the water. It's only over land. So I got no other problems with that whatsoever. You here... I'll deconstruct that one. Yeah, I've got a few repair packs coming in, but I'm going to get rid of most of those. I'm going to do that. Right. Those can be removed from my person, and they can go elsewhere. Next on the list, I need water barrels, and I need another line of those to go along. And we're going to make another thing for concrete, but it's going to be slightly different. I'm going to take that, though. That's going to be the starting off point, to the jumping off point to start negotiations. If I grab all of that lot there, so that I'm copying that one exactly... just like that. Then we will run down here, down below this line, and ideally, I'd like it, I'm going to try and bring it from there. I'd like it to stay exactly in line right there. So I come down a little bit like that, and actually I could drop that in a bit high. You know what? I want to bring that up a bit. I want to drop that there. So I need to remove these. So if I take those out there, they can go. They're out the way, and then I can go to paste, and yeah, I'd like that to be on exactly that same line. Just so that it's all beautifully lined up afterwards. So I bring that down a little bit. That's far enough. I don't think we need to go any further than that. And we drop that down there. So now what I want to do is I want to lift these before the robots rush over and put anything down into them. Like that. Then I want to go back through here and I want to change this recipe in here. So it's not going to be that. It's going to be this one here. 10 refined concrete. Just going to take those iron sticks. 20 pieces of concrete, and it's going to need the water as well. So I'll drop that in, and then I will copy that in there. Can't reach. Drop that all the way down through like that. Excellent. Right, so there's that bit done. Now, I've got the level 1 speed modules in here. I probably am not going to need anything more than a level 1 speed module. I will put one of those in there. And I will take that and shift-click it into here, and then we will go into this. So I need, in order to make this, 20 pieces of concrete, 8 sticks, and 1 steel. So the steel on there I will put to 20. 8 sticks, so 160. Except that's got to be 200. And then 20 of these, so I will request, say, 600. We'll go for 600 in there. I think that'll be about right. And then I can... Actually, all I need to do with this one is I will copy that one, and then I will paste it out into the rest of these over here, and they will bring the rest of the concrete down, and they will place it in. Like that, there. So I'm already making these. Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and 1 million minions are not going to be built in a single episode. We've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.